Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time Formula One world champion, is one of the most successful and controversial figures in motorsports history. While he has legions of fans who adore his prowess and personality, not everyone on the track shares the same sentiment. Today, we're diving into the drama and exploring the rocky relationships with some notable racers who have openly criticized or disapproved of Hamilton. So, buckle up, because this ride is going to be anything but smooth. At the top of the list is Nico Rosberg, who used to be Lewis Hamilton's teammate at Mercedes. They had one of the most intense and talked about rivalries in modern Formula One. Their relationship started all good, but quickly went downhill as they fought for the championship title. Rosberg and Hamilton have been friends since they were kids, both racing go-karts and dreaming of making it to Formula One. When Rosberg joined Mercedes and Hamilton followed in 2013, it was like a reunion of old buddies. However, the fierce competition between them eventually put a strain on their friendship. Things got pretty heated between them with a bunch of showdowns on the track. Some memorable ones are from the 2014 Belgian Grand Prix, when Rosberg tried to overtake Hamilton and they ended up making contact, costing Hamilton a potential win. Then there was the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, where both drivers crashed into each other and had to retire from the race on the first lap. In 2016, their rivalry reached its peak when Rosberg won his first and only world championship. The intense pressure and competition led Rosberg to retire right after winning the title, showing how much it had taken a toll on him. Then we've got Fernando Alonso, who's won the championship twice and has had a bit of a rocky relationship with Lewis Hamilton over the years. Things heated up between them back in 2007 when they were both at McLaren. Despite that, they eventually got along pretty well, especially as Alonso neared retirement in 2017 and 2018. Both of them are two of the best of their generation. McLaren had some serious drama between their drivers. At the Hungarian Grand Prix, Alonso purposefully held Hamilton in the pits during qualifying, which ended up getting Alonso a penalty. This incident showed how intense their rivalry was and how little they trusted each other. Just a heads up, the Spygate scandal was when McLaren got caught with some secret Ferrari documents. Because of this and the beef between the drivers, Alonso's relationship with the team soured and he bounced from McLaren after the season. The scandal and the rivalry with Hamilton played a big part in his exit. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton have had some serious battles on the track over the past few years. Their rivalry heated up during the 2024 season. One of the incidents was during the Hungary Grand Prix when Verstappen forced Hamilton off the track while fighting for the lead. The 2021 season had a lot of drama on the track, especially with the crashes at the British Grand Prix and the Italian Grand Prix. Everyone had strong opinions about what happened and it got pretty intense. The drivers were pushing the boundaries of fair play in their battles. Verstappen and Hamilton were often throwing shade at each other in interviews, taking shots at their driving styles and tactics. Verstappen didn't hold back on criticizing Hamilton for being too aggressive, while Hamilton questioned Verstappen's maturity and decision-making. Their back and forth in the media just added more heat to their rivalry. The crazy end to the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where Verstappen controversially won his first world championship, really showed how intense their rivalry is and how people are split on both drivers. Everyone couldn't stop talking about the race director's decisions in the final laps, which just added more tension between their teams. On the fourth spot, there's Felipe Massa. Massa and Hamilton kept running into each other during the 2011 season. They collided so many times, ruining each other's races. The biggest clashes happened in Singapore, Japan, and India. Their relationship is better now, but in 2011, it fell apart as they kept crashing into each other. During the 2008 season, Hamilton and Massa had an intense rivalry. They were both fighting for the world championship and their battles on the track were pretty wild. There were a lot of times when they bumped into each other and drove aggressively. The whole championship came down to the final race, and it was Hamilton who won the title in a really dramatic way. Massa used to get super frustrated with Hamilton's driving after races. In 2011, after a collision at the Singapore Grand Prix, Massa went up to Hamilton in the paddock to confront him. Massa wasn't shy about publicly criticizing Hamilton's racing style, that's for sure. Even after retiring, Massa has sometimes talked about Hamilton's driving and choices, keeping a critical attitude. His comments showed that there's still some tension from their on-track battles. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome F1 content. Let's get back to the video and see who else dislikes Lewis. On the 5th spot is Sebastian Vettel. Despite being a big rival to Lewis for the past few years, Vettel and Hamilton have had a pretty good relationship. It seems to have grown stronger since Vettel's switch to Ferrari in 2015. Baku 2017, where Vettel hit Hamilton under the safety car, was a low point. Their rivalry heated up in 2017 and 2018 when Vettel, driving for Ferrari, was Hamilton's main rival for the championship. Their battles on the track were super intense and they both pushed each other to the limit. The races between them were always close and sometimes got pretty heated. The 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix was pretty intense. Vettel intentionally crashed into Hamilton during a safety car period, claiming that Hamilton had brake tested him. This caused a heated argument and made people pay even more attention to their rivalry. Despite all the drama on the track, both drivers have been pretty cool about each other in the media, giving props to each other's skills and accomplishments. But there have been times when they've thrown shade, showing how competitive their relationship is. Off the track, they seem different from the intense battles they have on it. Adrien Sutil's and Lewis Hamilton's relationship has to be the most interesting one by far, although we haven't heard anything about it for many years. Former F1 driver Sutil used to be quite a close friend of Hamilton's, but the pair fell out around 2011 and 2012. Sutil and Hamilton used to be tight back in the day, always hanging out together off the track. Everybody in the paddock knew they were good buddies and they always had each other's backs during their early years in Formula 1. The reasons for their fallout are not entirely clear, but it marked the end of their friendship. One significant event was Sutil's altercation in a nightclub in Shanghai in 2011, which led to a legal case. Sutil felt that Hamilton did not support him adequately during the trial, leading to their estrangement. Sutil has occasionally made comments suggesting his disappointment in Hamilton's actions during the difficult period. Number 7 on the list is Charles Leclerc, another young talent aiming to take Hamilton's crown in the coming years. As Leclerc keeps pushing to dethrone Hamilton, their rivalry is only going to get more intense. Leclerc's rise with Ferrari has made him one of Hamilton's main competitors. They had a huge showdown at the Italian Grand Prix last year, where Leclerc pushed Hamilton off the track to keep his lead. That move annoyed Hamilton, who thought it was a bit too much. Their track battles have been a mix of respect and fierce competition. Leclerc's talent and aggressive driving often put him head-to-head with Hamilton, making for some exciting races. Lewis Hamilton joining Ferrari in 2025 has really shaken things up in the Formula 1 world. Teaming up with Charles Leclerc is going to make for an exciting and much talked about duo at Ferrari. Last but not least, Jacques Villeneuve often calls out Lewis Hamilton for being too aggressive and sometimes reckless on the track. He thinks Hamilton's style causes unnecessary incidents, showing Villeneuve's old-school racing views compared to Hamilton's modern, bold approach. Villeneuve doesn't just stop at Hamilton's driving. He's also criticized Hamilton's lifestyle, saying his interests in fashion, music, and social activism distract him from racing. These comments have sparked debates about whether athletes should get involved in social issues. Villeneuve's blunt nature has led to several media controversies. His remarks about Hamilton have fired up debates among fans, with some agreeing with him and others strongly defending Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's Formula 1 career shows off his amazing talent and determination, but it's also been full of controversy and criticism. People have called out his driving style, on-track incidents, lifestyle choices, and activism, making his public image pretty complex. Despite all this, Hamilton's focus and success show his resilience. As he keeps racing, people will keep debating his legacy, with lots of different and often strong opinions in the motorsport community. Who do you think posed a serious challenge for Lewis the most? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.